Hello, everybody. Welcome, Rose's Psychic Investigator. So, guys, today is Tuesday, March 10th. I haven't done a video in 3 days. I think last time I did a video was Friday, right? Today's Tuesday. So, it's because the office is closed s- on the weekend. And it's just very complicated to make videos. I don't always, I try to, but sometimes the home environment could be a little overwhelming. So it's all good. It's all good. But you know, and also what this always happening is just like it's very toxic. Like I almost feel, guys, honestly, it's so toxic. It's like, of course, horrible things are happening, right? Every second. But at the same time, it's like it's also meant to intoxicate us with this information. Like I think this is a particularly dangerous time for like it's ripe with false flag operations and all those different things, right? For example, seem to be concerned about New York, but um I really want you guys to know that there's also the fact that the way that the administration is talking about it tells me that they are kind of like almost preparing for a false flag operation. Okay. We'll look into it, but I want to show you this because I know there's other different channels that seem to be just echoing things that so what I mean to tell you guys is that I say never trust anything that comes out of this administration. The fact that they are sharing it to me tells me that they're playing something. Okay, so you have to be skeptical of anything in any article where the source is the administration because they're trying to plant things in the public. And I think right now we can't trust it. Okay. And other readers or whatever, also, whoever is echoing this, God bless them, whatever, but I don't care. Like, if the origin of the information is the administration, don't trust it, almost by definition. Okay. Because we have seen there's so many historical examples of the false flag operation situation. Okay. And they are in danger of they're scared of the truth, and now they're literally trying to destroy the world. Okay. So, but let me do the protection. I'd like to ask for protection, a beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs as I breathe out, a greater circle, a greater circle. I step into it, I step into it. I feel protected, I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources that create the good and all the goodness of this. Okay. So I want to tell you also that last night I fall I have this, I don't know the name of it. It's like it's not a rosary, it's like this metal piece of, it's like well, it's not a rosary that has the beads and everything. This is a metal thing that it has like 10 rounds. I'll show you when I have it next time. But anyway, I just pray Lord's Prayer and Hail Mary over and over again, and I fall asleep. And it helps. And I just felt that I was in this almost time space where we have only the light, because I feel like trying to make sense of it is just, I think, a destruction falling into itself. I don't know how else to put it. I don't really want to necessarily focus on something specific like that because, again, it's hard to like. So tell me, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? Seeing they created this. It shows me this image of a bubbling, like they've created this bubbling, like with a torch. Is a fire torch, like a fire hose, and they have to keep pumping it. Yeah, it's just honestly, the advice is to really go inward and pray just as much as you can, because it shows me that this is the like evil burning it, like carrying out their plans and burning itself up at the same time. And like, so guys, honestly, like I said, I'm sorry. I feel that I just have to share what I see, right? But when I stop and think about it again, it's the old frustration of like, okay, nobody doing anything. So what? So next. And the egregious amount of treason and all. I just there was this thing I clicked on, and it was Witkoff saying, someone asked him, so Russia is giving information about the location of the American, like American secret locations, and his response was, well, they're telling me they're not, so I should take them at their word. Like, I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't know what to say about. It's amazing this guy. I can't say what I wish for him. I just, it's egregious that somebody like that is not in jail minimally. I mean, unbelievable. It's true. Like, this is legit treason, and that's the word. So, Spirit, please tell me something. It's treason, but that's exactly we need to see. This is the American people, like, right? Meaning these are Americans. Like, it's not, obviously it's not that the entire American people are like that, but this is the basis of America. This is what America was built on, but only now we're seeing it for, and it hurts our eyes because they've taken off their masks and they're showing that they only work for money. So it's a legit question. Are we, is this, I don't think it is the end of the world, but I just need to ask, is this the end of the world then? Because if they carry this to conclusion, and you have the faces of the senators coming out of a meeting, and they're like, they have never been as angry as after this briefing. And so, and they said there's no real goal. It's just, right, they're just doing this just to attack for whatever reason. But then I saw something saying that and I haven't checked. I believe it's said something that the administration said that they cannot do any further Epstein, um, something like that. Okay, so let's see. That's right. They're going to pause something again. I just pause the release because of the again, it could even be that it's just a post, but really, how much longer? How much longer? What else needs to happen? 150 servicemen have been injured, is what we're being told. It tells me there's more, a lot more. So, and guys, again, I can go on and on, but I don't think we need to know. And the other piece of news that they're trying to, help out, help Russia out with some kind of sanctions related to oil, and it's like, until when? I mean, again, this is the culmination of the goal of destruction and helping out Russia. So is that it? Is that it? See Trump hitting a wall. So what do we expect? I mean, he has done this war, nobody stops him. People are dying because of we need to protect the EPS nodes, right? That's what this is about. Then I see, interesting, wow, I'm picking up on these girls from the other side, and they're like, no, Rosie, don't give up. It's here. And okay, so maybe more. Well, I see they're showing me the graves. You know how they're starting to do the investigation in the ranch in New Mexico started today. And so it showed me graves. They show me graves and then a picture of EPS and also information coming from the graves. Guys, I can't believe we're living. I mean, I can't believe seeing it. But they're telling me they show me these. I have quite a few. They show me they show me these like documents inside the graves. What is are these documents? Oh, the see, it's all right, but it's gonna take a while. It's saying so over. Okay, they're telling me, and it's hard for me to say it. Okay, even though I have seen and I've told you guys so many things over the years, but I'm getting is like the the president is a serial killer. He's a serial killer. Again. So it's I don't know what to say, guys. It's just the amount of depravity. So, Spirit, how do we make? I mean, I feel like what else do I need to say? What else do we need to do? So it's saying pray and keep shut the eyes from all the amount of information it shows me again. That term that Steve Bannon, one of Epstein's closest friends, right? He came up with this term called fire hose of is it fire hose of bullshit? I honestly I don't remember. Let me look it up. Because they're saying it's the fire hose of falsehood. That's right. Let me actually share this with you because you have to keep this in mind because of the information that we have is so here. Fire hose of falsehood. Fire hose of falsehood is known as fire hosing. It's a propaganda technique in which a large number of messages are broadcast rapidly, repetitively, and continuously over multiple channels like news and social media without regard for truth or consistency. The fire hose of falsehood is a contemporary model of Russian propaganda under Russian President Vladimir Putin. Here it is. Though similar in some ways, the American tactic of flooding the zone with misleading or false statements is distinct from fire hosing in that flooding involves pushing out initiatives and policies at an overwhelming rate rather than specifically falsehoods. The tactics may be combined. So, so that's right. And they're showing me the girls are back here, and they're showing me the grave sites, like these around the house, the grave sites, and they're showing me that they're shallow. They're not that deep, and then that's why they have to keep doing this insane, gory, the stuff, this war that's gonna not manipulate the world. You know what I'm saying? Like galvanize the world, the entire world, like a world war, so that the thing they cannot. But they're showing me that the bodies are so shallow. Wow, it is. Wow, they're showing Rosie. There's gonna be bodies. They can't. They're not gonna be able to look away. Like even with the war. So, wow, I don't know, guys, I try, like, for me, I try to, like, because I have dealing with my parents, the day-to-day stuff, right? We have to focus on at the same time that we look at this because they want to tire us mentally so that we are afraid, so that we give up, right? But it's them who have to give up. So instead of thinking, what is a mental model to adhere to? Saying just see them collapsing as before. See the thing you want coming to place. Saying just as this has never happened before. This level of depravity coming out. The counterpunch or the counteraction has never been seen before either. So don't lose hope. Stay in the light. That's it. Okay. So Okay. So, all right. So that's it. So that's it for guys. I want to publish this because I want to separate this from like the actual, items of news. Or just let me show you. Okay. So let's see here. This is today. Okay. You can look up Epstein's 7,600-acre Zorro Ranch searched in criminal investigation. Just to show you. So, what is going to happen here? What will they find? What is going Again, I see bodies and information. This is interesting. I don't know why this like what the girls showed me. There's almost like there's actual information buried inside these things. Buried information. Like saying logs. Like is it log like the visitors list or something? So no guys, I'm gonna use cards like pause. Just I only have this Italian cards. So what is going on here with the Epstein branch investigation and the Iran war, right? At the same time, they're doing one to make us forget the other and to create harm and calamity and evil. Love, love can be also sexual. Size, melancholy, child. Wow, guys, I cannot believe I'm gonna share this card. Okay, look, the card. This is a widower. It's a cemetery, right? Child cemetery. This card is also the meaning of it is also losses, but in this context, right? We're talking about house, the house grave. Okay. Oh wow, despair, like despair, but also um shot, right? Despair. This this card means a person that is despair, like emotional despair, but I think despair, wow, like big prize upside down for a long time. There's fortune. And this is the war too, right? And things falling apart, but also causing it to fall. Old woman tradition, traditional men. So, okay, so what is going on? So what's going to happen? What's happening here with the Iran war and vis-a-vis this the investigation? So cards are falling. Okay, private waiting. Cannot wait. Little lady. Let's see. Soldier. Okay, delay. Waiting for delay. Soldier. Theft. Shady things happening, right? We know that to be true. Ideas. So honestly, guys, I get that there's not enough to go around. They don't have enough resources to keep doing it. They're gonna have to halt abruptly. Okay, so what show me a line of today is the 10th of March. Okay, yeah, shooting like Trump pressing the button. Again, I think is honestly he has created such a mess. He's trying to extricate himself from this. You saw how the oil prices went down again. He just made a statement. It's sheer market manipulation. And I see the Saudis and others are calling him and demanding he stop. but he's kind of like out of it already and pretending. And he's just, again, totally a Hoodoo-less ship. So anybody and anybody out there who's gonna do so what? NATO military. Again, I see it again eventually. I don't know when, guys. I'm sorry, the time. I don't know. It just shows that they create the chaos, the crash, the chaos, and the outcomes. But when, I don't know. Right? I hope. I feel like it could be soon. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna go to the US until, right, trash is paused at least, right? Because they're so desperate, they're willing to do anything to keep the information. But I see the girls are like, they're showing me again, there's graves and they're coming out. And there's also the Jupiter, the planet is going direct. I think starting today. So things are supposedly, according to astrology, they're moving faster after this. But it is what it is, guys. It shows me us looking at an airplane, a crash. But is it a real crash? The administration is crashing. And it does warn me again to not, it tells me, I think flying is dangerous because they, guys, honestly, they could try all kinds of. I think, okay, I'm going to tell you something that may be controversial, but I think it's more likely if something happens, like some kind of quote unquote terrorist attack, it's more likely that the administration is planning it against us than it is that a foreign country will do it. Does it make sense? At this point, I think everybody knows their game. And there's like Iran, I'm not saying Iran is always like telling the truth, but they're saying in several other countries, Cyprus and a couple of other countries, they're saying it wasn't them who did it, it was Israel. So it's again a lot of insanity here. But it shows me it will die down once Trump stops at the US, seeing our army, the joint chiefs they're gonna put an end to it. So we'll see. We say stay in the light, observe it with detachment, because that's what it is. And again, I see, I saw something I read something about evil that so it's I guys I use a lot of the I Ching. It's this Chinese oracle. I use it for a lot of personal things, questions, and I'm reminded of a line in the I Ching. It's the sixth line in the hexagram 23. It's a long story. You could, if you don't know it, you could look it up and see how you're going to throw the coins, or you can ask apps or different things. But the 23 is disintegration, splitting apart, the symbol of falling and flailing, peeling off, decay, stripping away, deterioration, collapse, fracturing. So this last line, it's about the moment when the bad people are removed from power. Okay, and there is something. Okay, here it is. This is actually the fifth. So the dark forces undergo change, yielding to the strong influence of the basic goodness of men. An inferior situation is beginning to change for the better. Through cooperation, opposing forces can come together for mutual benefit. Okay, so forces of deterioration have ended. The power will return to persons of worthwhile vision who will again win the support of others. This is the line. Okay, inferior persons are destroyed by their own evil. Let's see if I can get. For without power, negativity is self-consuming. So again, it's like evil is like this oil that needs, doesn't make sense. Once it doesn't have Like once it doesn't have a place to be held, it tends to destroy, corrode everything, including its own cups. And that's what I think we're seeing. We have to see, we have to keep holding on until the evil corrodes itself. And again, we pray. It is a sense of being human, right? We look at this and it creates despair. But at the same time, I feel like we have to go through it. We have to see it so that this does not repeat itself. Just like it happened in the Second World War. Guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm all over the place, but I think it's the situation also. So I need to ask this question because it's coming up. How similar or how different is this from the Second World War? Is this going to happen? See, stronger and shorter. It shows me that the context was different and the information was slower. How is this going to be stopped? Well, guys, it shows me it's kind of interesting. It's saying the Second World War, America played a huge role in stopping it. And now, in this time, it will be the allies that are going to do the opposite. They're coming. I'm not saying in the same way that they're going to, I mean, honestly, it sounds so nice that like if they came, the French came to help us out or something, I think they will do it in a way that is not direct, like troops came on the shores of France, right, to help fight and ultimately end the end AZIs. But that's the reverse here, is that they're going to help us, okay, and it's shorter and more abrupt. So was the end of the. But it says no, the NAZI period was lasted longer. Like they were in power for quite a long time, for much longer than Trump will be in the second stage. And it's saying the Iran war is extremely unpopular throughout. I think few people are pro, okay, and they're trying to control the media and all that. But no, it's saying keep the faith. Okay, so that's it, guys. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and have a good evening. Okay, and I'm just, I'm just getting that it is, it is going to collapse. It may seem like it never will, but it will. Okay, so all right, guys. So talk to you later. Okay, have a good night. Bye.